Hi sir, myself T. Kaushik Reddy from CSEB. My roll number is 17 and my topic of concept video, Python concept video is if-else statement. So what is Python? Let's learn what is Python and then get into our topic if-else statement. So introduction of Python or what is Python? Python is an interpreted object-oriented high-level programming language with dynamic semantics with high-level built-in data structures. Combined with dynamic typing and dynamic binding, make it very attractive for rapid application development, as well as for users scripting, rapid application development, as well as for users scripting or glue language to connect existing components together. Python's simple, easy to learn syntax emphasizes readability and therefore reduce the cost of program maintenance. Python supports modules and packages which encourages program modularity and code reuse. The Python interpreter and the extensive standard library are available in source or binary form without charge for all major platforms. So, who invented Python? Guido van Rossum began working on Python in the late 1980s as a successor to the ABC programming language and first related in 1991 as Python 0.90. The Python 2.0 was released in 2000 and introduced new features such as list, comprehensive cycle detecting, garbage collection, reference counting, and Unicode support. Python 3.0 or 3.0 released in 2008 was a major revision that is not completely backward compatible, which earlier versions Python 2 was discontinued with version 2.7.18 in 2020. So let's learn the key features of Python. Easy to learn, readable language. Python is extremely easy to learn, interpreted language, dynamically typed language, open source and free source, large standard library, high level language, object-oriented programming language, large community support. So these are the is A7 to or 7 or 8 features or the key features of Python. So let's get into the main topic of the concept video in Python programming, nothing but what are if-else statements. The if-else statements or statement is used to execute both the true part and the false part of a given condition. If the condition is true, then if block code is executed, and if the condition is false, then else block code is executed. So the basic definition of if-else statement is something but both are used. If is used for true condition and else is used for false condition. If the given condition is true, then the if block code is used. If the given statement is false, then else block code is used. So basically, first if condition. Let's learn about the if condition. The if condition is considered the simplest of the three and makes the decision based on whether the condition is true or not. If the condition is true, it prints out the indented expression. If the condition is false, it skips printing the indented expression. So if condition is considered the simplest way of the three here means if, and else, and makes a decision based on whether the condition is true or not. If the condition is true, then it prints the indented expression. If the condition is false, it does not. It skips printing. It skips printing the indented expression. The example of if condition. Suppose you have a variable z equal to 4. If the variable is even, you will print z is even. You will use modulo operator which will return 0 if z is even. As soon as you run the below code, Python will check if the condition holds. If true, the corresponding code will be executed. So example of if condition. If we take z is equal to 4, then if z percentage equal to 0 and semicolon hashtag true, print z is even. We'll get the the Python programming prints Z is even. So this is the code or the example of the if condition. It executes or it prints the true condition. Z is equal to 4 if Z percentile is 2 equal to 0 semicolon hashtag true print Z is even. So we'll get the answer as Z is even. It prints as Z is even. If else condition. The if else condition adds an additional step in the decision making process compared to the simple if statement. The beginning of an if else statement operates similar to a simple if statement. However, if the condition is false, instead of printing nothing, the indented expression under else will be printed. So if it's not easy as if condition or simple if condition, if the condition is false, then the else is used, the indented expression under else will be printed. So here is an example for the if else condition. So if condition expression else expression. So if the condition is true, we use if condition if block is executed, and if the condition is the given condition is false, we need to use else the given condition. So an example of if else. Continuing our previous example, what if you want to print Z is odd? When the if condition is false, in the case you can simply add another condition, which is the else condition. So when the given condition is simply and when the if condition is false, in the case you can simply add another condition, which is the else condition. If you run it with Z equal to 5, the condition is not true. So the expression for the else statement gets printed out. So example of if else statement. So if Z is equal to 5, if Z percentile 2 equal to 0 is to hashtag false, print Z is false, else print Z is odd. Sorry, print Z is even, else print Z is odd. So the given will get answer as Z is odd. It will print Z is odd. So basically, if else statement is nothing but if the given condition if is false, then we need to use else condition. So it gives the perfect or the truth or it will print the correct answer. Example for if else statement. Number is equal to 10 if number is greater than 0, print positive number, else print negative number. So if we consider number is equal to 10, if number is greater than 0, print positive number, else print negative number. Print statement is always executed. What is the syntax of if else statement? Syntax. If the Boolean expression evaluates to true, then the if block will be executed. Otherwise, the else block will be executed. C programming language assumes any non-zero and non-null values as true. And if it is either 0 or null, then it is assumed as false value. So this is the syntax of if else statement. If the Boolean expression evaluates to true, then the if block will be executed. Otherwise, the else block will be executed. C programming language assumes any non-zero and non-null values as true, and if it is either 0 or null, then it is assumed as false value. So if else. So we already know that we have three conditions. That is, we already learned if condition and if else condition. Now we are learning if else condition. Most complex of these conditions is the if else condition. When you run into a situation where you have several conditions, you can place as many if conditions as necessary between the if condition and the else condition. So here is a if condition expression, if condition expression, else expression. So here is the example for if elif else condition. So example one of if elif else condition. Below is an example of where you want different printouts for numbers that are divisible by 2 and 3. Here z equals 3. The first condition is false. So it goes over the next condition. Here, since z is equal to 3, the first condition is false. So it goes over to the next condition. The next condition does not hold true. Hence, the corresponding print statement is executed. So this is an example of one of if else condition. If z is equal to 3, if z percentile 2 equal to 0, semicolon, print z is divisible by 2. If z percentile 3 equal to 0, print z is divisible by 3. Else, print z is neither divisible by 2 nor divisible by 3. So it is printed like z is divisible by 3. Input a given number, input a random number, and it will print the number which is divisible by, whether it is divisible by 2 or 3, or it is neither divisible by 2 nor 3. So this is the example of example one of if else condition. So example 2 of if else condition. In the below example, you define two variables room and area. You then construct if else and if else conditions each for room and area and respectively. In the first condition, you check if you are looking in the kitchen, if you are looking in a bedroom, else you are looking around elsewhere. Depending on the value of the room variable, the satisfied condition is executed. Similarly, for the area variable, you write an if and else condition and check whether the area greater than 15 or not. So this is an example 2 or if else condition. So this is an example of 2 of if else condition. Room is equal to bed, area is equal to 14. If else construct for a room. If room is equal to kit is semicolon, print looking around in the kitchen. If room is equal to bed, print looking around in the bedroom, else print looking around elsewhere. If else construct for area. If area greater than 15, print big place. Else print pretty small. So this is an example for 2 of if else condition. So yeah, thank you. This is the concept video of Python. Nothing but if else statement. If is used for true condition and else is used for false condition. If you want to use both if else statement, then if condition, when the if condition is false, then else statement is used. Yeah. So yeah, thank you.